Hey guys, what's up? Hope everything is good. Now, I've not played Counter-Strike Global Offensive for around 5 or 6 months now. It's been so long. I just want to still say that I still think Counter-Strike is the greatest gaming series of all time. I still love it. It still holds a very dear place in my heart. It's just that I could not stand the solo queue anymore, and the people that I used to play Counter-Strike with basically no longer play it, so I've moved on to other things. That being said, I thought I'd jump into it today and play some games. So first things, I just want to look at some changes so I can see there's a new case that's come out. So I'm going to actually open a few of these cases, even though they are quite expensive still. I think they only came out the other day. So let's see how that goes before we jump into some games. So that went exactly as I remember case openings going, so let's move on anyway and get a competitive game. I'm going to search for, I think I'll stick with normal maps, so let's go for Inferno, Dust 2 and Cache. So when I last played, I remember I was ranked global for quite a while. I was in kind of a status where I was playing Face It until I got to level 10, and then I just played like one game of matchmaking to keep my rank up at global, and that's, as I say, about 6 months ago. So a lot of MMR decay I'm imagining, so let's see how this game goes.
To city.
So skipping forward on this game, I'm not playing particularly well. I'm obviously very rusty. I've been playing Valorant full time, so coming back to another FPS game. Despite the fact I played CS for years, it still feels strange in terms of the movement, and even getting used to the guns again feels strange. So I'm not playing particularly too well individually. Now the enemy team have one player who's completely carrying them. At this stage in the game, he's on 20 kills already, and I think he ends up on around 40 kills. Now my entire team think he's cheating, and he's pulling off some pretty insane headshots. However, from my view so far, I've not seen anything massively dodgy from him, but what I will do is after I finish editing this game, I'll bring up the GoTV and show you some highlights from his point of view, just for 30 seconds or so, and see what you think. But yeah, I'm not playing too well, but we are doing okay so far.
Two banana. Nice. Maybe. Oh, maybe A. Because they'll probably rotate.
Now, one thing I've got to say is that despite the fact it looks like the enemy team might have a cheater, as I say, from my view, I'm not seeing anything massively dodgy, to be quite honest with you. The only problem I've got with this game is that everyone on my team thinks he's cheating, so kind of are playing like the game's over, which doesn't help too much. But I must say, I actually am enjoying this game. It seems a lot better than the previous matchmaking experience I was having around a year ago. I should have pretty decent trust factor. I should have very high trust factor, to be honest with you, but everyone seems to be talking, everyone seems to be nice. But I think what I'm going to do actually after this game is skip forward and play a Dust 2 game, because I think Dust 2 is kind of the meme of Counter-Strike. You get a lot of, I think it's very well known for toxic Russians and just toxic players and also cheaters. So to get the real Counter-Strike Global Offensive experience again, I'm going to actually play a game of Dust 2. There's really not too much more to show as CT on Inferno. An example of how the game went is on the screen now. So I say for an AWP I had a really good spot for mid with this spawn, and I wanted to get an early pick, but this is what happens at this level.
I'll flash you in purple.
Brilliant. But at least he's trying to help. It's more than what usually happens on matchmaking from what I remember, so at least I can't complain. So that's the end of the Inferno game. I did not play very well individually. I know I came second in the server and top frag on my team, but I was very, very rusty, did not feel comfortable whatsoever, which is to be expected for not playing for so long and going in completely raw. But you can see how much the enemy team got carried. I did get a crate at the end of that game, so let's quickly open that, and then what I will do is show you a few rounds of the guy who top fragged for their team, a few rounds of the start of the game and see whether it looked like he was cheating or not. I'll let you make your mind up on that.
Is it force?
So anyway, enough of that. Obviously, I lost the first game and I'm going to keep on playing until I get my matchmaking rank. Like I said before, I was global for quite a few months on this account before I stopped playing. But obviously, there's been months of MMR decay. But I want to play Dust 2 because I think it is the pinnacle of the matchmaking experience in CSGO. You can see starting off straight away, there's complete silence, no one's really talking. And for some reason, I'm so low on A for pistol round, which does not really bode well. But let's see what happens.
Short dead. Probably split A long. Check long. Can you a bit communicate?
Yep.
Hello. Oh my god, guys, I myself right now.
My friend, you smell bad. Very, very bad.
Yes?
It smells like
Yes.
Your
me.
mother smells like is Gucci smell.
Ah, Dust 2 matchmaking, how I have missed you. Now, this round is crazy. It's a 3v1 situation. The bomb is down in B. Now, I kind of just want to get in there because I'm very aware that in matchmaking people do not want to go in first. So I go in and try and open things up. Obviously, it's just a matchmaking game. I'm not being completely OTT competitive, so I went in kind of by myself. But I managed to get exactly where he was and a bit of damage on him. But somehow we lost a round, which is a bit of a sign for what's to come. So in typical Dust 2 style, here's a round that was 5 versus 2. It then turns into a 2 versus 1 and they lose in a pretty stupid way really. So here's a 2v1 now and I'll just let you listen to the comms.
Blue check tunnel. Window, you saw him. Half HP, you can knife him. Peek, man.
Now here's a great example of matchmaking comms. Now if you listen to what this guy said, all I could hear him saying was it's box. I thought he meant the big box in sight, the way he was panicked in calling it, when actually he was platform, which is what I expected and would have checked if he didn't say anything at all. But another fine example of matchmaking comms.
Minus 77 one. Xbox.
Big box.
Defuse. Man,
no,
Xbox, list my... Guys, if you're gonna play...
Now watch it back, I think he might have actually been saying Xbox or something, but I couldn't tell with his accent. But anyway, another typical round here where people are still sat in spawn quite a way into the round. But what else can you expect from Dust 2? At the moment, I'm getting exactly what I expected. So onto the T side where the voice comms get really interesting here. So we did quite well at the start, we win the pistol round here and everything's going quite well until the enemy team make a bit of a comeback and again our team gets a little bit tilted.
Safe.
Nice, try plant, yellow, don't fight. Guys, don't play 2 APs, are you retarded? You see, we can't push. Guys, push with me, what do you want? Smoke city. Oh man. Guys, don't do this stupid mistakes, please. Just wait for fucking smoke.
Stop talking, man. I can't hear shit, man.
You're
I need to hear
useless,
footsteps.
man. You're brainless and
Man, and
useless.
you are toxic, man. Jesus Christ, man. Shut your fucking mouth.
Because you're bad, you can't even listen to me. Yeah, and you're again buying scout and gotta do nothing with it. Side, you need to kill him, then you're gonna win. Nice. Plant the bomb, yellow. Wait, smoke city, useless cunt. Guys, go fucking push. Again, 2 APs. Oh, man. Nice, only 1 round. Ask this faggot to drop fucking AP, please, guys.
That's the end of the game. It ended 15-15, so I do get my rank back in just a second. My greatest ever Counter-Strike achievement, though, is actually being able to go from a 1v9 for Goric to actually having me on his team and saying it's a 2v8 in the end. What an achievement. So I do get my rank back anyway, which is Legendary Eagle, so quite a drop there from Global to LE. Obviously, in this video, I've not shown my full highlights like I used to, because I used to give my insights of what I'm doing each round, but obviously I'm far too rusty coming straight back in to do that straight away. But let me know if you've enjoyed seeing CS again. If you don't already know, by the way, I have been playing Valorant. I know it's probably not the most popular game for quite a lot of you people watching this, but I've actually been playing Valorant with a team of players who I used to play Counter-Strike with 15 years ago in 1.6. We all used to compete back in our teens and early 20s, so it's great playing with them all again. It's quite a unique situation because we're all now in our early 30s. We have joined an organisation called TLR, who I actually used to play with back in 2008 and went to a couple of events with. They're the last resort. I'll put the information in the description below. If you can give them a follow, that would be really appreciated, and also follow me on Twitter. I do have some videos that I'll put on the screen now and also in the description of us playing Valorant. We won a cup recently, and you can see the in-game communication. So even if you don't like Valorant, you might actually enjoy those videos. But that's everything for now, and I'll see you next time.